Hello, everyone. My name is Kara Westfall, and I'm an Associate Director in the Office of Student Life, overseeing student voluntary services, Cardinal Kitchen, which is a food pantry on campus, and Dance Marathon. Thank you for joining us for our morning session of the SVS Spring 2022 Volunteer Recruitment Fair. This session, again, specifically focuses on hunger and homelessness in our agencies that work in that field. So we're going to start off. Each agency will have approximately 5 minutes to share. Then at the end, we will have time for students to ask any questions. You will be able to sign up for all of these volunteer opportunities using BennyLink and clicking that service tab, and then you can get signed up through our portal there or go directly to Give Pulse. If you have questions about getting signed up, feel free to ask me at the end of the session as well. We will get started with Classroom Connections of ECI.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Stacy Wheeler, again, with Classroom Connections of ECI. Our mission is to provide free classroom supplies to Title I or underserved classrooms so teachers can teach and learners can learn. Last year, we served in East Central Indiana, which includes Muncie and Delaware County and surrounding counties. Over 35,000 teachers and students. And we were able to procure $2 million worth of core classroom supplies. We're proud to say that with the help of volunteer efforts, we were able to get out tens of thousands of COVID relief supplies out to keep schools open. So we're very proud with that, with all our volunteer efforts. And then with our partner here, I see one of our partners, Second Harvest, and with Muncie Public Library, and with the civic organization Altrusa of Muncie. But we were the recipient of over 100,000 new storybooks. And along with volunteers and our partners, we were able to get out tens of thousands of new storybooks into the schools. So kids could have new home libraries to help with their literacy efforts. So one of the things that we pride ourselves here at Classroom Connections is that we truly provide a volunteer experience. So we tailor the experience to what your needs are within constraints of our mission. And we ask, what are your strengths? What are things that you'd like to do? And what makes you all warm and fuzzy at the end of the day? So again, we are looking for volunteers that like to support our teachers during these unmatched circumstances during the pandemic, and those who like to help kids pre-K through 12th grade. And in the morning times from 10:30 to noon, if you do volunteer, you would be working directly with materials, getting them ready so they can go out to the teachers and schools and kids. And then if you volunteer at any time between noon and 5:30, you would be working directly with the teachers when they come in during their in-store shopping appointments, and work directly with them to help them get ready for their students and within the classrooms. So I'm going to do a quick turnaround here so you can see sort of what we look like. So to give you an idea, we would have students here help us unload, sort, and we actually had a Ball State student prepare this item. These are STEM kits that went out to 5th grade students. And then down here are just hundreds, thousands of Lysol wipes that actually we had 5 Ball State students unload them from a truck and put them into our warehouse as an example of what you might be doing. Anyway, we have things like talking with teachers since you are closer in age to students that they serve, sometimes they need advice from Ball State students of what teachers need to have as what they call incentives in the classroom for classroom management. So we have a classroom management wall here of incentives, so you could just help assist with that. So those are just some minor things that we do, but our impact in the community is huge. I put in the chat room my contact information, and you can reach me anytime by phone, text, or by email. So thank you again, and think of Classroom Connections for your next volunteer experience.
Thank you, Stacy. Just as a reminder to our students, if you have the ability to turn your cameras on, please feel free to do that. We love to see your faces when we're presenting. Next, we are going to hear from Greater Muncie Habitat for Humanity.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? And can you see my screen? Yes. Okay, great. Well, I'm Kristen Freehill. I'm the volunteer coordinator at Greater Muncie Habitat for Humanity. Most people know Habitat for Humanity for building houses, and that is a big part of what we do. As you can see in these photos here, we do some new construction home builds. Almost everything from the ground up in a Habitat house is built by volunteers. So it's a really fun experience from the foundation up to the roof. There are a few things that we contract out, but almost the entire home is built by volunteers. So we like to say that volunteers are the lifeblood of our mission, because we are not able to serve these families without the help of our volunteers. We work alongside low-income families with our vision of everyone having a decent place to live. We had 5 new families that spent their first Christmas in a new home with the safety and stability of home ownership, in large part thanks to our volunteers. So we love partnering with Ball State. We have both construction site opportunities and restore opportunities. So if you volunteer with us on our construction site, you're helping us with one of those home builds I mentioned. We do rehab houses wherever possible. So, if you drive around Muncie and see some of the blight and some of the abandoned houses, we do try to tackle that as much as possible. So if a home can be salvaged, we'll work with our volunteers, we'll demo that and breathe new life into it, make it a safe and happy home for a family. So when you're working on our construction site, it is a full day commitment, 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. We are doing that on Fridays and Saturdays. We do have both coordinated and independent programs. We provide lunch, bottled water, tools, supplies. You need no experience, no tools. We'll train you on site as you go. It is a lot of fun working on the job site. One of the most rewarding parts is coming in and someone who's never picked up a power tool by the end of the day is like taking selfies with the saws, and they're a pro and they love it and just can't wait to call their parents or their boyfriend, girlfriend and say, I built a house today. So it's a lot of fun. We love to have you there, but we do also have our Restore, and Restore has been a great opportunity for students because it's very flexible. You can come in anytime during business hours. The store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 4. The Restore is a retail environment, so volunteers are helping us with stocking shelves and cleaning donated items. Everything in the store is donated by members in the community, by local businesses, and then sold to help us fund our programs. So we do like to prepare students. It is a retail environment. You might wonder, how am I making a difference in the community? But it actually funds everything that we do. So we are building houses because of the proceeds of the Restore. We are doing what we call holistic repair. So there are some existing disabled and elderly homeowners that need roof repairs or furnace repairs or don't have running water. So we have programs that help with that. We also do what's called a brush with kindness. We usually do that with the Ball State baseball team, actually, where they come out and have about 5 or 6 houses that belong to elderly or disabled folks here in the community that can't upkeep the exterior of their home. So we help them with landscaping and building ramps and painting, things like that. So all of those projects that we're working on the community are funded through the Restore. So when you come and work at the store, you're helping us to complete those projects in the community. And we do have both coordinated and independent programs there as well. We'll hold off on that one. So here's my contact information. I would love to see you either at our Restore or a construction site. And like I said, our mission is bringing people together to build homes, communities, and hope. And we're so thankful for Ball State volunteers because you all have been a big part of that for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, we are going to hear from Inside Out Community Development Corporation. Angelica, I think you muted yourself back again.
We good now? All right. I'm not always tech savvy. I'm an old lady. I work with Inside Out Community Development Corporation to, hang on, we're trying to get shared up here. Okay, can you see my screen? Oh, that's not what I want. Nope. All right, try this again. Good morning, my name is Angelica Lastly, and I work with Inside Out Community Development Corporation in a program called Fresh Directions. And what we do is provide meals and snacks to children at risk after-school programs and food insecure communities. Every week, we make about 3,200 meals and snacks that go out to 11 different schools and get distributed in 2 different neighborhoods in Muncie, Indiana, and throughout Madison and Grant County. And prepare those meals and snacks and package them up to get ready to one of the things that plagues children in impoverished situations is that they have healthy foods, and it takes of time and effort to prepare those
Angelica?
meals and snacks. Yes.
I mean, maybe this is just happening for me, but your screen has kind of paused. We only see.
I know, I can't get it to escape.
Okay. And then you're kind of cutting in and out, just so you know.
All right. Let's see if this is a little better. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, much
I
better.
feel like this old cell phone commercial. We were doing too many things at once, I guess. The Wi-Fi couldn't keep up. So what my volunteers do is come in and take those healthy ingredients and make them healthy meals. Some information that you might want to know about volunteering. We are not located on campus. That sometimes reports that we are. We are not. We are located at 300 North Madison Street, which is about 7 minutes from campus. How can you get here? You can drive independently. There is a city bus that comes, and we usually have one day a week where we have a coordinated program, and the bus, or the van from Ball State comes. What time would you be coming? We are available Monday through Friday from 12:45 to 3, and Saturday from 2:30 to 5:30. Do you have to come every day? No, you do not. You can come whatever day suits your schedule. How should you dress? We have a dress code of closed-toed shoes, practical clothing, think jeans and a t-shirt, or joggers and a sweatshirt. You want something that you're comfortable getting dirty and something that's not going to get in the way of food prep. And then we require a hair restraint if you have long hair, to make sure that we're not getting that in food. What should you bring with you if you come to volunteer with me? Well, you'll need identification and a smile, but if you don't bring your smile, we'll share one with you. How can you sign up? If you are signing up to come through SVS and you want them to drive, you sign up through a coordinated program. If you would like to schedule your visits with me and come independently, you sign up for a volunteer independent program. The volunteer application will be emailed to you, and then we can schedule your visits. Just for everyone's safety, we try not to get too many people in the kitchen at a time. If you have any questions on what can I do to sign up, or can you accommodate this or that, please feel free to contact me. My name is Angelica Lastly. My text number is 765-405-7050. And I can be emailed at angelica.lastly@gmail.com, and I will put all of that in the chat. So if you like to cook, even if you don't have experience, feel free to give us a try.
Thank you so much. Next, we will hear from Muncie Mission Ministries.
All right, hello everyone. Can you see my screen all right? All right, perfect. So my name is Brett Willman, and I had the honor today of presenting to you all about some volunteer opportunities here at Muncie Mission that we have right now. So first, where is Muncie Mission? It's located on the south side of Muncie in one of the least invested or desired for investment areas of Muncie, with about 75% of people at or below the poverty line. Firstly, we serve men. Our main target area is men, and we have emergency shelters for people experiencing homelessness that they can stay in overnight. We have a addiction recovery program that lasts about 8 to 12 months. And we have extended sober living housing for men that graduate from this program. We also serve daily meals and give the men medication if they need it. So this is our first volunteer opportunity that we see. We really need help in the kitchen on weekdays, Monday through Friday. It'd be about an hour only, and you don't have to come every single day, but we really just need help passing out meals to everyone. So a little bit more about the recovery program. This is a 12-step program, and again, it's about 12 to 18 months. And after they graduate, they move into our housing that we own and are currently still developing. And these recovery sessions are a small group, or they can be one-on-one individual counseling. We also serve women. We have a Beauty for Ashes Center, which is a transitional home in Alexandria, Indiana, and this is specifically for women. It will also include placement for mothers with young children, trying to get them into housing or an apartment or something, basically just get them off the street or get them out of their cars. I don't know why it froze. Okay. We are expanding. We have transitional and family housing that we are developing currently. As you can see in the picture, we have about 3 individual houses that we have men housed in, and we have completed over 6 homes and housed 12 men so far. These homes are 1 to 2 bedroom units, and they're for men that have graduated from our programs. This is another volunteer opportunity that we really need. We have acquired a lot of property, and a lot of these homes we have determined simply cannot be saved and need demolished. So we need large groups of people to come out and help us demolish these homes. This is a fun way to get your anger out for the day, or get some test anger out for the day. But we also need help cleaning out trash. A lot of these homes have a lot of stuff in them that people just simply left behind, and we really need help just cleaning these out and throwing it all away in dumpsters. If you're curious about this one, you can contact us and we can set up a day and time for this opportunity. So we also have transitional housing, like I was talking about a little bit earlier. We are developing a new development called Project Great House. This is going to be 5 new homes that we're developing completely from the ground up. So we have 2 2-bedroom homes and 3 1-bedroom homes that are going to be coming in. And this is really investment that this area of Muncie has not seen for a very long time, or if ever. And we are very happy to say that this project will be done in this fall. But we're just getting started though. So we have 3 phases of vision that we really are trying to implement over the next 5 years. As I just talked about, phase 1 is going to be done by this fall. And we are also looking at phase 2 next, which would be right next to, adjacent to phase 1. It would include some men housing, and it would include some first family homes that we're really trying to implement. And then phase 3 will also include some activated space, such as a medical clinic, office space, and even a mechanic garage for men that are trying to get their mechanic's license. We also have thrift stores. I'm sure you've seen our thrift stores around town. We have about 5 of them located throughout the county. This is another place that we really need some help. We need help sorting clothes. We get a lot of clothes donations every single day, and we really just need help Monday through Saturday, any day of the week that you can come. We just ask you come from 9 to 11 or 1 to 3, and you obviously do not need to come every single day of the week, but this is the main place that we really could use some help. We also have a big event coming up called Walk a Mile in My Shoes. If you have not seen a poster for it, you have not left your house, I'm sure. But we are trying to bring awareness to the chilling conditions that many must endure daily that are not blessed with homes or apartments or houses like we are, or cars. This is going to be on February 19th, and it's going to start at 8 a.m. in the Muncie Field House, which is just downtown. Walking is definitely free. You can bring a group of friends and you can walk completely free, but donations are accepted. And we usually have about 800 to 1,000 participants. This is a very large event. So we are needing some volunteers for the check-in booth and the sales booth. So we are trying to sell some shirts from previous years for people that might want them. And we need to check people in the morning to make sure that we register everyone. And we would need you for only about an hour in the morning, and you could still walk with everyone if you wanted to. So a new project that we're excited about is that we are serving the community now. We have just acquired the Hub, which is a facility just about a block away from us currently. And this facility is meant to serve people that are coming in off the street with nothing, and we just want to give them a cup of coffee, allow them to wash their clothes. They can take a shower here if they want, and they can be provided with some food before they are sent back out. But we really need some volunteers here. As we acquire this new property, this is still very new to us. We just need people to help hand out food, and we also need help just keeping the facilities nice and clean right now as we try to hire full staff. And then lastly, we serve families. So we also serve families at our weekly lunches. And we have pantries that offer free food, clothing, diapers, hygiene, and other household items completely for free. And we also offer emergency assistance with utilities and home furnishings up to twice a year. This is another great volunteer opportunity that we need. We need pickup drivers for food. Basically, a lot of community people or a lot of community restaurants offer food that would otherwise be thrown away to come to us, and we can pick it up, and then we can have the food for free, and we can give it to men or we can give it to families. But we need pickup drivers for this. So you would be just in charge about 2 hours a day on Tuesday and Thursday. And obviously you do not have to do this every week, or even you don't have to do it for a whole week. You can just do Tuesday or Thursday. But if you and a buddy just want to drive around and get your volunteer hours in, just picking up food, then we would greatly appreciate that. Frank Baldwin is our Chief Executive Officer. His number is listed below, and our website is listed below. But if you're really wanting to volunteer with us, you are better off reaching out to me or Shannon, and I will provide my email in the chat. But reaching out, my phone number is listed there, and my extension and my email is listed there. And if you are curious about volunteering with the mission, you can email me and we can get that started. In conclusion, we are very thankful for all of you. Your volunteering is welcome, needed, and very much valued here at the mission. We could not do it without volunteers. And thank you all.
Okay, thank you so much. Next, we are going to hear from the Soup Kitchen of Muncie.
Hi, I'm Loretta Parsons, and I'm going to try to share a video with you. We'll see if it works. Okay, I think it's going to. I just want to give you a little bit of information here. This video was made prior to 2020. It was made in late 2019. So this is all pre-COVID, but it's got some information in it that's beneficial. The Soup Kitchen of Muncie
70,000 people per year. So the Soup Kitchen of Muncie plays a critical role in serving the Muncie community and supplying food for those that may need it.
The Soup Kitchen has a greater impact than you might think on our community. Not only are we feeding about 140 to 160 people 2 meals each day, a hot meal and a sack lunch to go with them, but we bring in all kinds of resources into our space to help connect our community with resources and the organizations that they would need to help get them out of some of their situations.
So hunger is a very basic need, and when people are hungry, they don't have time to focus on anything else in their life. What I like about the Soup Kitchen of Muncie is it takes away that need. If you're hungry and you want a hot meal that's fulfilling and healthy, you can come down to the Soup Kitchen of Muncie and they give it to you, no questions asked, no problems, and then you can go about fixing other problems in your life.
Well, Soup Kitchen of Muncie means a lot to me because there's an awful lot of need in our community for people who are going hungry. And so we fill that need 5 days a week with great food, not just soup, but real meals. But to do that, we need help. Help us serve 70,000 meals this coming year.
Help us serve 70,000 meals in 2020.
Help us serve 70,000 meals in the year 2020 to our community.
Help us serve 70,000 meals in 2020.
Help us continue to serve the Muncie community and to produce 70,000 meals per year by donating today. You can donate at thesoupkitchenofmuncie.org.
Okay, I understand that was a plea for donations, but it kind of gives you an overview of what we look like on the inside. And of course, 2020 came and everything came to a screeching halt for all of us. We are currently serving, but we are currently serving carry-out meals. And we've switched up a little bit the way we do it. We're cooking in the afternoons, so we need volunteers from about 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. But if you can't stay the whole time, that's fine. Just give us what you can give us. And we also need volunteers in the morning from about 7:30 to 11. And you can, again, give us whatever you can give us, a couple of hours or the whole 4 hours or whole 3.5 hours. And as it entails, you kind of saw in the video what's going on. Food is prepared in the afternoons, and then in the mornings now it is warmed up. And while that's warming, we make sack lunches. And as it was said in the video, we give 2 meals. Everyone gets a hot meal and a sack lunch to go for later in the day. And also we're giving bottled water currently, as we're still in the carry-out situation. So you can contact me through Give Plus, sign up, but our email is really simple. It's just info@soupkitchenofmuncie.org. So you can reach me that way as well. But I take all the volunteers through Student Volunteer Services through Give Plus. So we'd love to have you join us. And again, it's just heavy kitchen work, like some of the others have explained. And in my guidelines, I guess, in Give Plus, it states what we expect. Wear comfortable clothes and all those things. And I will say that we do mandate the vaccine. So just so you know that up front, but that's also in the Give Plus information. So thank you, and be glad to take any questions when the time comes.
Thank you, Loretta. Next, we're going to hear from A Better Way.
Hey everyone, this is Tony. How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. I don't have a PowerPoint today. I don't have a PowerPoint with fruits and vegetables like Angelica, but it's not quite working for me today. So, but I just wanted to present a little bit about A Better Way services and what we do here in our community. Also, in our little presentation here is Misty. She is our volunteer coordinator along with myself. So there are 2 volunteer coordinators at A Better Way. And many of you know that A Better Way has provided the safe shelter for domestic violence and sexual assault victims for many, many years in our community. We also offer opportunities not only with our shelter, but we also now have our crisis line, which we serve about 63 counties in Indiana. We also have our transitional housing, which is Passageway. And in addition, we do have our suicide crisis hotline in partnership with Lifeline, and that actually serves people all over the country. So we do have various services available where volunteers could get different experiences. What we like the most and what the volunteers seem to really like the most, however, is that interaction with our clients and the clients that are staying at our safe shelter, as well as their children. And we do get questions often about whether or not we serve male clients. And yes, we do. We have male and female clients along with their children that come and stay in our safe shelter. And what volunteers really enjoy doing is just really visiting with them, maybe playing a game, going outside and shooting hoops with the kiddos, helping cook the meals and serve the meals, getting our bedrooms ready for incoming residents. So there are just lots of different opportunities to have direct service with direct service volunteerism with our clients, as well as indirect. There's always ways to help out by maybe making up a bed or sorting donations. We just have lots of great opportunities. But anyone who wants to volunteer right now at A Better Way, we do ask that all volunteers complete a training, which we have upcoming on January the 29th, and it's an all-day training. So that's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And volunteers who are interested do have to attend this full-day training. I'm going to put some information right now in the chat. It has the website where students can go and sign up to be a volunteer. It's abetterwaymuncie.org, and there's a little tab that says Join Us. And then myself or Misty will get back with you. And there's also a telephone number if you have some questions and you want to reach out about that too, or reach out about the upcoming training. We'd be happy to answer any questions. So thanks again so much for everyone who is joining joining here today. And thanks, Kara, for having us.
Absolutely, thank you. And just for any students who are planning to attend that training or any other training, as a reminder, you do get to count those hours and your time during those trainings as volunteer hours. So keep that in mind, that you will get to do that.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah,
absolutely. Up next, our last presenter, we're going to have Second Harvest Food Bank.
Hi, good morning. So I'm going to attempt to share a PowerPoint. Maybe. Can you see it okay? Okay, all right. So my name is Kelly Earwood. I'm the volunteer coordinator for Second Harvest Food Bank. We are so grateful for all the volunteers that come from Ball State University. I think just in December, we had over 600 hours, and as you all know, you didn't all attend school all of December. So it's a lot of hours that we get from Ball State, and we're very, very grateful for them. So we serve 8 counties total: Blackford, Delaware, Grant, Henry J, Madison, Randolph, and Wabash County. And that's all of East Central Indiana-ish. Volunteers touch every single program that we have, doing various things, cutting flyers, sorting food, getting shipments ready to go out. I wanted you to see where most all of the volunteers spend their time is in-house, getting everything ready. And then the other part is out at our tailgates. And then in our Big Idea schools is the third largest use of our volunteers. And I would say that most of the Ball State students that come are in warehouse, but a lot more students, as they experience the tailgates, want to be out at the tailgates, and that's where they're getting their direct service with the communities that we serve. And again, we could not do any of this if it weren't for our volunteers, like at all. So one of the most commonly asked questions is, what do I need to do to volunteer at Second Harvest Food Bank? Show up. That's pretty much it. So once you've registered on GivePulse through Benny Links, then you will just show up for whatever event it was that you registered for. So for Ball State students, you can either use the Benny link thing, or as Kara said, you can go to bsu.givepulse.com. You'll want to scroll down past this bit, and then you'll start seeing different events listed. And that's all the different communities have their events listed. These are just some of the logos that you'll see that are Second Harvest Food Bank. And we have a shift in the morning from 9 to 12. We have a shift in the afternoon from 1 to 4, and that is in warehouse. And then you'll also see the county names listed with a little Second Harvest truck looking thing. And that's specifically the tailgates, and they can happen again in any of these counties. So for students that live in those counties, that's a bonus, because you can do it when you're not during school hours or days. So someone else, I think a couple other people brought up a dress code. So we're going to go over that real quick. Last semester, I saw just some things that maybe you guys need a slide. So no tank tops or spaghetti straps, no shorts or skirts above the knee. You're going to be doing a lot of bending and lifting and loading. And sometimes when you have clothing that you're more concerned about rather than just being comfortably dressed, you could get hurt, like seriously hurt. You're not paying attention to what's going on around you. You're more concerned with your clothing. So please dress comfortably. The closed-toed shoes isn't because we don't like sandals. It's because if a can or something falls on your foot, you can be seriously injured. So even Crocs aren't sturdy enough to help eliminate some injury to your foot. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick was we do have some part-time AmeriCorps positions open. So if you want to contact Carol Bradshaw here at Second Harvest, just give us a call and we can talk to you about that. I myself was an AmeriCorps service person and loved my service time with AmeriCorps. It's a way of volunteering in your community, kind of like Peace Corps, but domestic. You're here in the United States when you do it. So you can come by yourself, you can bring all your friends with you, you can bring your family when they come to visit, groups. So if you're in soccer, or if you're in the reading club or something, you're more than welcome to come with your groups. We have a lot of Greeks that come as a group, and we'd love to have you. Yay. That's it.
Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so what we will do now is we're going to open it up for questions. So students, if you have any questions for our agencies, if you have any questions for me about how to go ahead and get signed up through Benny Link and GivePulse for these service opportunities, now is your opportunity. We will stay on here for about 5 minutes. If you don't have any questions, you're more than welcome to hop off. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now, and we can open it for those questions.